Hey everybody, it's Dr. May. In this video, I'm going to do a quick overall review of all the skills in distress tolerance. So this is perfect if you've never done distress tolerance before and you just want to get a flavor of what it involves. And it's also great if you've been through distress tolerance skills in group or personally and just want a quick review just to keep them fresh in your mind. If you want more details for them, I have videos for each skills separately, which goes over each one in great detail. Okay, so this one's just a quick kind of lightning round refresher. Okay, so let's get started. Get the screen going for us. Okay, and we'll make it bigger. Hopefully it won't. Aha, there we go. All right, so quick intro to distress tolerance skills themselves. So distress tolerance skills are designed for times when you're in a situation where it's creating a lot of stress and emotional turmoil for you, but it's not really possible to make the situation go away right now. So these help you survive the situation safely without engaging in target behaviors and without making them worse. So these give you some suggestions on how to do that. First skill, most importantly, is before you go into your usual habitual ways of responding, which may not be really effective for you in the long term. The idea is just to stop. Just stop, take a step back, observe what's going on with you and what's going on in the situation in a mindful kind of a way, and then from there, proceed mindfully. And as you proceed mindfully, it might involve using a coping skill or one of the other distress tolerance skills that are presented here. But before you can make that choice, you have to stop the trajectory of what your impulse is telling you to do. Next, once you do that, as you're deciding what to do, it might help to think of the consequences of the actions you're about to take. So if you're about to take a target behavior type of action, or act impulsively, it's important to think it through first. Think of what would happen if you did it, how you're going to feel. And you can kind of think of all the different pros and cons of taking that impulsive action. On the flip side, you could also think about the pros and cons of using skills or the possible positive consequences of using skills. So think about how it might help you if you took something that was a skillful action and what the outcome might be and how you might feel later, and the people who might be proud of you. And use that to help motivate you to get on the right track and do what you know you need to do. Okay, so the next distress tolerance skill is the tip skill. So this uses the mind-body connection to tip your body chemistry, so to speak, in order to change the way you're feeling and the way you're thinking, and ultimately the choices you make. So the first one, the T, involves tipping your temperature by using ice or cold water to create a change in your autonomic nervous system, which creates more of a relaxation response. So it takes you out of that stressful fight-flight mode. Next, you can intensely exercise, which also has a major impact on your body chemistry, and it helps to release the stress and tension that you're holding on to, and releases some endorphins and other positive chemicals in your body that make you feel better. Next, there's a lot of P's here. Pace your breathing. When you change your breath, you change how you feel. There's different breathing exercises out there, and they all have slightly different effects for different reasons. And a lot of those are available on the internet. You can progressively relax your muscles or do a tightening and relaxing exercise where you bit by bit, group by group, you tighten your muscles as tight as you can, and then release them and feel the relaxation. You could also get a little fancy by pairing muscle tensing and relaxing with positive thinking. So as you tense, you think something positive. As you let them go, you kind of think and relax. Or as you progressively tense your muscles, you could pair it with breathing. You could breathe in as you tense and exhale as you relax. So those are some of the tips that they have for you. Next, really popular skill, distract with accepts, or otherwise called wise mind accepts. So these are a bunch of safe, distracting activities you could use to temporarily take your mind off of your problems. So instead of being bombarded by them 24/7, which is completely exhausting. You could do some of these things here in order to, give yourself a break so that by the time you get back to your problems, you're feeling a little more refreshed, a little more in wise mind, and a little bit more capable of handling them in an effective way. So you could engage in an activity that's distracting, of course, a safe activity. You could contribute by doing something nice for someone else, which takes your mind off of your own problems. You could compare yourself in your current situation to worse situations you've been through. So that kind of gives you a sense of perspective on how things are right now. And included with that is being grateful for the good things that are actually here so that you have a more balanced view. You could distract yourself with other emotions by converting your current emotional energy into an emotional energy that feels a little better for you, such as watching a scary movie or watching something humorous or laughing with somebody. It creates a different emotion. Pushing away, it's a mental activity where you imagine yourself pushing away the thoughts that are bothering you and putting them in the box or putting them on a shelf or letting them float away for a little while. With other thoughts, thinking something different that you would rather be thinking of, maybe something pleasant or recalling something good. And finally, distracting with intense sensations. So these are safe sensations, not your target behavior sensations that kind of feel good for you when you're in a stressful situation, such as holding an ice cube or maybe listening to loud music. All right, so these are the distract with accepts in a nutshell. Next, another distress tolerance skill is self-soothe with your 6 senses. All right, originally it's 5 senses. I added the 6th of motion. So this is kind of creating pleasant sensations to calm down your body in order to calm down your emotions, your thoughts, and your actions. So this is another mind-body connection exercise. You could allow yourself to look at pleasant things, eat something that makes you feel good, hear something pleasant such as music, create positive touch such as holding a teddy bear, stroking an animal, getting a hug, smelling something pleasant, perhaps aromatherapy, and engaging in motion that makes your body feel better, perhaps walking or light exercise. Okay, next, if you're struggling with the moment in your right now and it doesn't feel very pleasant and or perhaps it's even really painful, these are some steps you could take to make the moment feel a little bit better. So first one, imagery. Imagine something pleasant that feels good to you that could create a different mood in your mind. Try to find meaning in the pain or try to find something that you could learn from this experience that could make it more meaningful. Say a prayer. It could be a standard prayer or something that you come up with yourself. Perhaps ask for help, express thanks, or surrender your situation. Engage in relaxing activities. Find one thing in the moment that's worth dwelling on, excuse me, perhaps something pleasant or something you can be grateful for right now. Taking a brief vacation by giving yourself a brief break from the pain, perhaps a change of scenery, allowing yourself to think about something else or do something else. And finally, encouragement. So this is kind of like positive self-talk, cheering yourself on as you try to survive this very challenging situation. Next, radical acceptance. This is allowing yourself to see the truth of the situation, even if you don't like it, and to kind of accept that this is just how it is right now. If other things come into play, it could change later, but I accept that in this moment, many causes led up to it, and therefore it is the way it is. Okay, so that, my friends, is distress tolerance in a nutshell. Again, if you want to learn more, feel free to look at my other videos or read some other DBT materials such as the workbook. But I hope you give them a try, and good luck with everything, and I'll talk to you the next time. Bye, everybody.